Good afternoon, friends. It is Tuesday afternoon, September the 28th, and it is 2 p.m. Eastern here in Markham, Ontario, Canada. And I know I've done a change of location from the usual. Normally I'm on my Facebook page, but we're kind of doing Tuesday at 2 on steroids this week. So my name is Genevieve Coe, and I just love to share stamping. I've been sharing stamping for about 14 years now, and I thought I just wanted to get the starter kit for the discount for my own happy crafting. But I found I really enjoyed sharing with others. I enjoyed the connection with others. And I totally enjoy inspiring you so that you can create pretty things too. So I hope our friends can find us here. Oh, good, Pat. Louise, welcome. You found your way. I don't know why. I just always feel like when I do like a Facebook party, I want to be in my group rather than on the page. It just seems because I'm going to be putting a lot of posts, get ready for the party and things about the party. It just seems better to put it all in the Facebook group so people can just scroll in the group and find it. So that's why I'm here this afternoon instead of on my Facebook page. Oh, hello, Michelle, first time watcher. We love first timers. So keep commenting. It makes me feel not so lonely when I'm sharing my stamping. And I also love to do little raffle draws for, little prizes and things like that. So comment away and I'll make sure to draw a winner for a little prize for just commenting and keeping me company here. Hi, Karen. Hello, hi Gwyneth. So I'm glad our friends are finding us here. I know it may take a few minutes for other people to find their way. And if you're watching the replay, you are more than welcome to enjoy and comment as well, because I know, not everyone might be able to join it too, but it's going to be a party. It is not just going to be one card today. We're going to do 4 cards. And I totally know what life is like. For some of you watching, you may not even have realized that Saleabration is like one of the biggest sales in Stampin' Up! All year. And you might not even realize that it's ending in 2 days. So that's why I'm doing a party, so nobody misses it. Maybe you spent the end of summer being busy, or September busy getting kids back to school, or whatever you're doing. You got to stop now and realize Saleabration's almost over. This is the last chance. So I wanted to do a finale party. Go ahead and ask questions if there's anything you need to know. Oh, Debbie's here to keep me company. Wonderful. So any questions you have, any comments you have, any clarification you need, I am here to help. And if this is your first time watching, maybe you've never stamped before, or tell me if you have stamped before. Let me know if I'm going too fast. I'm happy to explain everything. So this is how the party's going to work. Parties always have to have extra excitement. So I am giving away, I've got all these party perks. So let me, look, I'll show you. This is actually, this little graphic is in the Facebook group. You might just have to scroll around and find it. I think I forgot to pin it up there, but I'll put it in announcements afterwards. But parties always have perks. And so I would encourage you to take advantage of all the perks that you can, because that makes it more fun for you and increases your chance of winning prizes. Because as usual, this is a secret between you and me, I always buy a little extra when I'm shopping from the catalog, because I know that I love to be generous and to give away prizes. So I've got a few extra things that I am happy to give away. And so you can just play along and get those door prize entries, and you can play along and do what you need to do so that we can have fun together. Does that sound like a plan? Who's ready to hear the ways that you can play? So Facebook party things to know. Number 1 is I have a door prize form sort of ticket thing. It's all virtual. So in the Facebook post where I had put this graphic, there's actually a link to a door prize entry form. And that's just to sort of introduce yourself to me. Let me know if you want to be on my email newsletter list, what you enjoyed about the party. So it probably makes sense if you watch the party and then fill out the door prize form. Okay, so I'm going to draw a winner from there. So make sure you fill that out. We have shopping specials. So any order $60 or more will receive 4 card making kits in the mail from me. I'm going to be demonstrating 4 different cards today, and I would love to cut the cardstock and pack it in little envelopes and mail it off to you as a gift, as a thank you for placing your order as a part of this party. If you choose to place, now whenever you place orders, it's always like this. You can message me, you can email me, you can text me, but you can also shop directly on my online store. I've put that link in that Facebook post with this graphic. So you can just click there and shop online, but remember to use the host code. I have a special host code for online orders for this month, because that allows you to get my online ordering special of a free silicone mat. If you guys ever watch my stamping demonstrations or anything, I'm always pulling this baby out, because it's like one of these small but mighty tools that everyone should have. It actually helps to prevent the glue getting all over your craft paper, and it just makes it easy to kind of apply glue to small things. Anyway, it's such a handy tool that I thought I would give one to anybody who places a minimum $60 order on my online store in September. So if you shop as a part of this party, not only do you get the 4 make and takes that I'm going to demonstrate today, you'll also, and if you shop online, you'll also get this mat. But now we're talking about Saleabration here. You also get a gift from Stampin' Up. So if your order is $60, you get a gift from Stampin' Up. If your order is $120, you can get 2 of those gifts, or you can get one sort of larger gift. But as a party special, this is only for the next 2 days, I am giving double rewards. So you can choose one from Stampin' Up, and you can choose another one from me. So it's like getting double rewards during Saleabration. So tell me that is not a finale special. That's really fun. Okay, do you guys want to see something really funny? I wasn't sure if I was going to show you this, but just for fun, I'll show you, because at parties, we're supposed to have fun. Yes, Louise has a few of them. So don't, like, if you already have one, don't be afraid to still grab another, because you can put it under your cut and emboss machine so it doesn't slip. You can put it in your Stamparatus to give a little tiny bit of extra height that you might need. Okay, let me show you the fun thing I wanted to show you. When I said that you get a free gift from Stampin' Up, and then you'll get a bonus gift from me, that's on top of the 4 make and takes and the silicone mat. Like, this is like, maybe I'm giving too much free away, but I love to be generous. Look at these boxes. Okay, I don't know. Let me see whether I can flip it around. Sorry, I don't want to make you dizzy. These are like extra Saleabration items that I have from this time. And last time, I also have these extra Saleabration items. So you can pick from any of these. Maybe I should make a list or whatever as your second Saleabration item. Okay, so that is awesome. Now, the only hitch for that is if you live long distance and I need to mail your Saleabration item. It's just that the 12 by 12 paper is very costly to mail. So, you know, we can get in touch. Maybe I can cut it for you, or anyway, we'll figure something out. Or you can get the 12 by 12 paper from Stampin' Up, have that shipped to you, and choose like a stamp set from me or something. Okay, so I think, did I cover all the party perks? Okay, so the double Saleabration rewards, that's actually an early bird special. So that is only if you place your order by tomorrow midnight, okay? So getting that extra Saleabration item, yes, I only have like 6 or 7, and I think 3 of my club members have already claimed it. I just had club on Monday night, so I have a little bit more. So because that is sold out, the Bedazzling paper, you can't get it from Stampin' Up, but I will give you mine if you want to place the order. But yeah, you got to be one of the first ones, because I don't have that much of it left. I used a lot of it. Okay, so I think that's everything. The party for sure ends Thursday, September 30th, but if you want the double rewards, you need to kind of place your order by tomorrow night, Wednesday night. Okay, but I'm happy to help you. let's get started. What else do I want to tell you? Should we just get started with the stamping? Is there something about joining new class? Okay, new class registrations. Yes, I missed that one. So if you haven't registered for a class yet, or you've registered, but then you decide you want to register for something else. So any new class registrations between now and the party's end on September the 30th, I will give you an extra door prize ticket for a prize. Okay, so I'm going to be having a door prize ticket thing for filling out the door prize form, the virtual door prize form, and then I have another prize to give away for those of you that sign up for upcoming events. Okay, so take a look at my class schedule. I'll write my my little link where you can register. Even if you're not sure you want to register, you can still go to that link and click upcoming classes, and then at least you can see it all in one place of everything that's coming in October. Okay, so let's flip the camera around. I don't want to make you dizzy, but I don't have any super fancy schmancy equipment. I literally just have to flip it over here, and we'll do some stamping and chatting. If you're just joining in, make sure to comment, because I love to read your comments and I love to answer your questions. And you can also be entered for a little thank you prize when you comment as well. Let me see if I can get rid of this big shadow. And here's the link. I'm going to write that link here for you. This is the place you go to find all my important links. Okay, it's linktree/stampin'4fun. Okay, so linktree/stampin'4fun, and there's a spot to click for upcoming classes so that you can register and get in on the party door prize there. Okay, so who remembers? Oh, do I have my samples? So what I do normally each week on Tuesday, I share stamping on my Facebook page, and I pick one product that, yay, Sarah's here, hi. I pick one product each month, and I kind of focus on that product for the entire month. So for the month of September, I was focusing on the Counting Sheep stamp set, and I'm just wondering where I put the samples of the cards that I made with this. Well, maybe they'll turn up later, but here's one of them. I see one of them. They just kind of live all around my craft room. Do you remember that was, I think, maybe the first week I shared that one, but I had other great cards that I had made with that set. So I wanted to continue the trend, and just do another card using this stamp set. I'm sure you're not tired of these cute guys, even though I've been doing it all month. But let's do this one. And then we're going to do other samples too. So this is like Tuesday at 2 on steroids. Okay, so in case you need a reminder about Saleabration, I know I mentioned about the free gifts. Here they are, okay. I tried to put my catalogs nearby because I knew I would want to show you guys. Okay, so we are down to the last 2 days of this. Okay, so here is where you can find the free gifts. I know many of you requested these little brochures, so some of you already have them in your hands. But in case you don't, here's a reminder of how it works. Free with 60, anything that has a free with 60 logo, you get it free with a minimum $60 order. Okay, so there's paper, there's a stamp set, feels like home, there's some beautifully penned paper. Okay, those of you who have been tracking with Saleabration, this is nothing new, but I swear every year, I don't know why, every year somebody comes to me after Saleabration is over and asks me about something like, oh, can I buy those cute sheep stamps? Can I get the sheep dies? I'm sorry, it's over. So that's why I'm doing this finale party, to just remind you that some things are leaving us. We will not see them, although they might live in my box a little bit longer, which is why I'm giving double rewards here, because I want them in your hands, not in a box in my basement. Okay, so I'm going to start with this one, but then, just to continue the trend of all month, we've been doing the Counting Sheep, but then I'm going to take some of the ones that I haven't used as much to show you what can be done with it. Okay, so let's get started with our first card. I think I pre-cut the paper for it. Hello. Okay. Sorry, I always talk to myself when I craft, so don't be alarmed. I don't know who else talks to themselves when they craft. Okay, so let's do this one. I'm using the succulent cardstock. Okay, and this is the regular cardstock size. So it's an 8.5 by 11 sheet of cardstock, and I cut it in half at 5.5. And then I can score it in half at 4.25. I didn't even tell you the best part about Saleabration yet. Maybe I'll have to do a commercial after 2 cards, I'll tell you. Okay, so there is our card base, okay? And then I'm gonna use a basic white layer. So what I did is I cut this layer 1/4 inch smaller than this face of this card. So it's just 4 inches by 5.25 inches, okay? Now I'm gonna do something wild and crazy. And I'm going to take some of our colored designer series paper. So one of the best things about Stampin' Up! Is the color coordination. Okay, so since I'm using this very pretty, soft, succulent cardstock, I thought, why not grab some of that in color designer series paper. So we've got the soft succulent, and in that same package of designer series paper they have the fresh freesia, the polished pink, and they go so nicely together. So we can just cut some strips. So I cut strips in all sorts of random sizes here. I might cut a few more, but see, I cut some. They're 3 inches long, and then this one is like 1 inch wide, so is this one. This one is 3 inches long and like 1/2 inch wide, okay? And then, see, I just cut all sorts of like basically 1/2 inch, 1/4 inch, 1 inch in the 3 colors. Oh, Debbie sometimes laughs at herself. So do I. So do I. But that's okay. I'm okay with that. So I think I already cut some, but maybe I'll cut a bit more. But what I'm going to do is just take, so this is a great technique or a great strategy to use up any scraps you have. If you have different scraps of paper, you can just like stick them down in all sorts of random ways. Okay, and like, I might have to cut some more. See what I mean? We can just do all sorts of little strippies, something like that. I don't know, I feel like maybe one more that's like 1/2 inch or something. Okay, so maybe I'll cut this one 1/2 inch. Okay, so we'll just do all sorts of fun little strips. It's a great technique to kind of use up your little scraps. Okay, and then see, this is a perfect time when I would use my silicone mat, so that when I'm applying the adhesive, because if I did it on here, sometimes some of the adhesive will get on this paper and it'll make the paper goopy. But if I do it on here and some of it gets on the mat, it doesn't make it sticky. It just, you can just always peel your adhesive off. It's really easy. Okay, so don't forget, I'm happy to gift you with one of these if you place an online order before September 30th. Okay, so type A personalities beware. There is no rhyme or reason to this whatsoever. Okay, so don't look for a pattern. You know, if you're a mathematician and you're looking for some sort of formula on how I'm doing this, there is none. Okay, I'm just literally sticking it down, some taller, some shorter, because, you know, why the heck not? Okay, I'm not even looking at which side of the pattern is facing up, which side of the pattern is facing down. I'm just going wild here, and I'm trying to make it straight, although I feel like it's starting to move crooked. If you guys want to craft along with me, feel free. And then we can see what yours look like too. Yeah, the silicone mat is really handy. And as Louise said, it's good to have more than one, even if you want. Okay. See, some are taller, some are shorter. Okay. Different paper designs. That's okay too. And this adhesive is called Seal. Okay, I believe the refills might not be available right now. Actually, Stampin' Up! Asked us to let everyone know that they are trying their best to keep their warehouse full of, stocked up of product, but it is very challenging with the shipping and supply issues right now. So they're just asking everyone for a little bit of patience while they keep navigating all the shipping challenges, maybe brought on by the COVID situation. I do feel it's getting a little crooked, but that's okay. It's kind of a fun, whimsical card, so we don't have to worry too much. Okay, there we go. Okay, so I just put like a whole bunch of little strippies in there. I thought it made it look kind of fun and whimsical, because when you look at this stamp set, it's not too serious a stamp set. It's not elegant and fine. It's fun and crazy, so that's where I got the idea for all these little strips. And yeah, I just wanted to use kind of a softer color, so I went with the soft succulent. Okay, so we'll place that on the card base now. But this adhesive is so great. I hope the refills come in soon, because I can't live without it. As I've said in the past, I'm totally married to this. We are one and together. I love using this baby. Okay, so I just pre-die cut it just to save us a little bit of time. You'll see me use the die cutting machine later, but this is our cardstock, vellum cardstock. Okay, and so it just gives a nice little label, but before I stick it on, I'm going to do a little stamping. I'm going to pick one of the sentiments. I think I'll go with the You're Amazing. And I'm just going to take the stamp. Now, all the stamps are manufactured by Stampin' Up, so we don't have as you know, big concern with the supply issue with that, although they still obviously have to outsource the rubber and everything. But so far, it's been not bad with the stamps, which is great. Okay, and so we're just gonna stamp the You're Amazing slightly to the left of that label. Now, whenever you stamp on vellum, don't like rub your finger over it right away. It does take a little bit of time to dry on vellum, a little more time, I would say, than is usual on the cardstock. Okay, and then this little piece here, we're gonna stamp our guy, Charles, or Sterling. I can't remember what we finalized his name to be. Okay, and we will stamp him. So you'll get to see me using the coordinating dies. So this sheep stamp set, only available with your order during Saleabration. Okay. There we go. Okay, so these dies, again, are a Saleabration special. We've got the dies to cut out the images that are a part of the stamp set, but there's also these kind of bonus ones. The fence, the balloon, the sun, the clouds. Okay, so it's a great value to get it absolutely free. Free is the best price ever. Now, if your list is starting to grow or has already grown, the best deal of all is the Stampin' Up! Starter Kit. You actually get, I would say the value is close to like $240 or more by the time you add the tax and shipping and everything. And you can get that value of product and only pay $135, no shipping. So it's an amazing, amazing deal. If there's quite a few things you want, I would really suggest the starter kit. It's the best deal. But what makes it even better besides the price is the fact that you get to be on my Team S.T.I.C stampers, and I have special perks. I mean, if you think that I have fun giving away shopping specials, I really have fun with the Team Stick Stampers with what I like to offer. We play games together. We meet every month for a stamping night. We have creative challenges. We have parties just for the team. We have tutorials just for the team. We have guest stampers come and stamp for the team. Just last week we had Connie Stewart, and we've had Kylie Bertucci. We've had lots of people come to the team just to share with our team. And plus we have people on the team full of talent to share their talent as well. So I would love for you to join my team. I would love for you to be a part of that crafting community. So that is the best deal. Make sure that you message me to let me know if you want to take advantage of that. I'll try to put the link in the group as well. But if you go here, it'll give you the link for how to sign up. Oh, thank you, Sarah. Sarah's giving a plug for the team too. She is a Team Stick Stamper, and she says she's gotten so much free. I love to send happy mail to the team. Okay, so we'll pop that on. See how we've got that cute little label? And I used mini dimensionals just to give it a bit of a lift. I felt like it still gave the, it still allowed you to see the fun background if I lifted the vellum up a little bit. Okay, and then we'll put Charles on here, and that pretty much will be the card. We can try to hide these little dimensionals that we can see through the vellum. We could actually put, if I had been smart, I would have put the dimensionals behind Charles. Okay, hi Karen. But you can just put some gems. You know, we have all kinds of different gems, and there are actually in color gems. They're not very big though, so I don't know whether they'll cover my dimensionals. Let me see. I keep all my embellishments in this bucket. I don't know, maybe we could use these black ones. But we also have these like other ones. Oh, maybe, no, don't like those. Okay. Oh, I don't know. What do you think of these ones? These ones might be okay. The genial gems. They're like in color gems, but I don't know where I put them. Are they here? Da-da-da. Oh yeah, here they are. These are the in color ones. I don't have all the colors left, but that way we can match the soft succulent. We could try that. But then these ones look a little bigger to hide my dimensionals. See, I'm talking to myself again. I don't actually expect an answer from you, but you can tell me which you prefer, which gems you think I should put on. There's a gem for everything. But we have to carry on because I don't want my battery to run out on my phone. Okay. There we go. Yeah, they kind of look soft succulent-ish here. And they cover the little dimensional a bit. There. Look at that. See? Isn't he cute? Okay, so that is our fourth card using the Counting Sheep stamp set. I'll have to find the other ones that I did all month. But that is card number 1 for our party. And don't forget, I will cut everything for you and mail it to you if you place an order as part of the party. This will be one of the 4 cards that I'll mail you as a thank you special as part of the party. Okay. Da-da-da-da. And don't forget to shop before Wednesday night, because there's nothing worse than waiting till the last day. Don't wait. I would prefer you don't wait until Thursday. Get your order in tomorrow so that I can give you double rewards, and you're not waiting till the last minute, because who knows what's going to be sold out by then. Already the bedazzling paper is gone. Okay, so we'll put this die back. So both of these are Saleabration items. The dies, the sheep, Saleabration items. Okay. Farewell. We said our final farewell. Farewell. Okay. I'm patting it. Don't mind me. Okay. Let's pay a little attention to something that I have not shown off very much during Saleabration, because I literally, not because I don't like it, I literally don't have enough time to show everything I want to. Isn't that the way? So that's why at this party, I am going to take out this one, which I feel was a little bit overlooked during Saleabration. It's called Textures and Frames, and it is a photopolymer stamp set, which means you can see right through it. And but it's still manufactured by Stampin' Up, so I don't think we have any supply issues with that. You should be able to get that. Okay, and let's do some stamping. And what are we going to do with that stamp set? So, when I looked at this stamp set, immediately what I thought of was backgrounds. I just thought this would make a really interesting background. In fact, the card that I made with this set, my daughter thought it was paper, like she thought it was printed paper. So, but I was like, no, I stamped it. I stamped it. So I'm going to use a few different colors. It's almost like creating my own designer series paper. So I'm using the big kind of circle-y one, the solid circle-y one. So let me put that on a block. I'm going to use the outline circle-y one. Okay. Put that on a block. And then I had to use the splatter. Actually, the splatter is probably my favorite. Okay, and then we'll pop that on. Okay, so when you're kind of trying to create your own sort of background, I don't know, background fun, background excitement, background paper, you just have to kind of let loose a little bit. Oh, you know what? I'm going to use Coastal Cabana first. I want to use the big one first, okay? So I'm using the biggest stamp first in Coastal Cabana, and I'm just going to stamp, okay? And that's how easy stamping is. That's why I love this card. It's stamps, ink, paper, straight down, straight up. You can see the special sort of effect that is built into the stamp, that kind of rugged edge. It is all designed by Stampin' Up. We don't have to be artists. We can just enjoy. And that's what I'm doing here. I'm just happily stamping. Okay? Maybe I put too many, but that's okay. You just got to be free. So I'm being free. So I did that with Coastal Cabana, and then I thought I'd try Soft Sea Foam. Okay, we'll come to Night of Navy in a minute. So Soft Sea Foam, it's sort of like a greeny kind of color. Can you see it there? That's sort of a light green kind of color. Okay, so I'm just randomly stamping and kind of creating a background. I don't know if I've ever put Coastal Cabana and Soft Sea Foam together, which just goes to show after 14 years of stamping, you can't get tired of trying new things. You might discover something new. Okay, and then a little bit of splatter. Okay. Okay, there we go. So that is kind of the crazy background that I'm doing. I'm looking for the card so that I make sure I kind of stay on track. Of course, the card is lost. Okay. Yep. Okay, so the three colors that I used here are the Coastal Cabana, Night of Navy, Soft Sea Foam. But you could totally do this using this stamp set in different colors, right? That's the freedom of stamping, as opposed to, say, using something like stickers or whatever where you're tied to a certain color. It's awesome to have the choice to kind of create whatever look, whatever color you want. Okay, and then all I'm going to do now, so that's kind of the background. So we're just going to focus on putting a focal point, but I didn't want to distract too much from this funky sort of background. So again, color coordination, big thing with Stampin' Up. So this is the Night of Navy cardstock to go with our Night of Navy splatter stamp there. See how it really pops it out to put that extra layer? Okay, so this layer is the 4 inches by 5 1/4, and then this layer is 1/4 inch smaller, 3 3/4 inches by 5 inches. Okay, so if you're making your own card, these are very common cardstock layers that you would use. Okay. See? It looks so, sorry, I'm very happy about this color combo. I've never tried this combo before, I don't think, together. And of course, I do get, you know, I wish I could say I'm super creative, but I also use Pinterest, and I look at different samples that other people have posted, and I'm like, oh, I like that color combo. Maybe I'll use that color combo. Or, I like that layout. I'll just move this way. So, you know, I can't say that I totally invented it, but it's kind of hard to say what art do you really invent. Okay, so we're just going to put a little bit of accent. This is the Bedazzling paper. I know I mentioned you can't get it from Stampin' Up, but you can get it from me. I just have a few packs left. So if your order is $60 or more before Wednesday midnight, I can throw in a pack of that if you want as your second Saleabration item. See? So I don't want to like totally cover it. Where's Jen Sage? Sarah, is your sister on here? Your sister is always telling me to go angled. I'm going to do it this time. You better text her and tell her because you might miss it. I have such a strong tendency to put everything like even, nice borders. But this one, again, because it's a little funky here, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go on an angle. So I wanted to pick a sentiment. And I picked my sentiment from this set called In Your Words. Where is this? Someone may ask. This is from the Saleabration brochure. You get it free when your order is $3.75 or more. And you're thinking to yourself, $3.75 might be a little more than I want to spend. Don't worry. You can combine orders. So you can ask your friends, you can share the catalog at work, all of that. And you can combine orders and we can make it like a little catalog party so that your orders get to $3.75 and then you get this stamp set absolutely free. The other thing is, if you saw when I showed you my box, I stocked up on a few extras of these. So if you pencil in a party date with me for October or November or December, I will reserve one of my stamp sets for you and give it to you absolutely free. Okay, so that's the way that you can get this exclusive Saleabration stamp set. So I would love to do a party for you. It doesn't matter where you are in Canada. I am doing them all over Canada now. Actually, this Friday, I'm doing a party in Manitoba. No, I'm not flying there. I'm literally giving them a pre-recorded video. I already sent everything to Manitoba. The host said she got her big box of card making supplies. She's going to be handing them out to her friends, and they're gonna get together in person at the church basement, I think. But I'll be there via video. Okay, so anything's possible nowadays, my friends. So I would love to do a party with you and your friends. Now is the time to be booking Christmas card parties with me. Okay, so, but of course, if you need something else like birthday cards, if you're in that stage, or anything like that, we can customize the party for you. Okay, so I am just sticking it into the postage punch. The label, it's a bit long, so I'm just gonna chop this off here. Let's see whether we, okay. Pop this in here. Can I line it up? I'm trying. Bit more. It seems to fit perfectly. Hope your day is fantabulistic. Fabulous and fantastic all in one. Okay, so that can fit perfectly in there. So just a reminder, I'm happy to cut these make and takes for you and mail them to you so that you can enjoy creating, stamping, and crafting as well. Okay, it'll just be my thank you for your order as part of the party. So there we go. I'm sure it won't be hard to find things to get to $60. Even just the seal adhesive. If you don't have a good trimmer, you can get the trimmer. Okay, and then we'll And of course, if you choose to shop online, I'm happy to give you the silicone mat too. Not this actual one, because that one's used, but a new one. Okay, so there we go. And we'll pop it up with a dimensional. See, you can always add dimensionals to your order to get you up to the freebie amount. It's easy. There we go. This is card number 2. So already with 2 cards, I have used 4 Saleabration items. Okay, so I've used the Counting Sheep set. Oh, 5 maybe. Counting Sheep set. And the dies, and then the texture and frames set, the In Your Words stamp set, and the Bedazzling paper. So how many Saleabration items have I used in just 2 cards? Okay, see, it's a Saleabration finale party. Oh, Jen did come on. I see your comment. I heard you were going angled. I was driving, but excited. Yes. So there you go. Don't miss it. I went angled. Okay, so these are just 2 of the cards that I've made as part of the party. Oh, I'm glad you like it, Louise. So those of you who have already shopped and taken advantage of the textures and frame stamp set but haven't figured out what to stamp with it, I hope this gives you some inspiration to just take it out and play and try. Okay. Oh, I'm glad you like it, Linda. Okay, so quick infomercial here, because you heard me talking about the Team Stick stampers and you heard me talking about the best deal. So I put together a little bucket here of a sample of what $165 worth of product looks like, which is a value of about $240. It's actually more than $165. Okay, so here's a sample. You can get envelopes, dimensionals. These babies, look at all these little ink spot colors, which, by the way, they're not in the catalog, but they're still on the online store, so they're still available. I don't know. I think they forgot to put it in the catalog. Stamp set, paper pumpkin, cardstock. Sorry, there's not enough room on my camera to show everything. Cardstock, paper trimmer. Okay, and you get to pick a free bundle. So, I mean, here's an example of a free bundle that you could throw into your starter kit. So there's absolutely no reason why you shouldn't take advantage of the starter kit while it's on sale during Saleabration. It's always a great deal, but it's just an extra special deal during Saleabration to get that extra bundle for free. Okay, so when you total this all up with tax and shipping, it comes to over $240. But you pay only $135. So if you're not already a demonstrator, please join my team. It is the best deal ever, not just the kit, but all the extra perks afterwards, because you start to get 20% off your future orders. You get to come to my team get-togethers. You get Global Creative Tutorial Bundle free. So many perks. I would love to have you join. Is there any questions about the starter kit? Because that special is ending September 30th, and I don't want anyone to miss it. Okay, and I know sometimes people are concerned. Does it mean I have to do parties? Do I have to do Facebook Lives like Jen? You know what? You don't have to do parties. You don't have to do Facebook Lives. You can just enjoy the discount and be a happy shopper. So Stampin' Up! Actually welcomes creative people, happy shoppers. They welcome people who do want to do it as a business. So it's just very open that way. And we have all kinds on our team. So I would absolutely welcome you, whatever your interest. Okay, so sorry, I'm just going to clean these while I get ready for the next 2 cards. I'm glad you guys have liked the 2 cards so far that I did, but don't worry, it's not over. It's a party. We're going to do 2 more. Okay, so is someone keeping count? What did we say? So we've used 6 Saleabration items on 2 cards so far. Is that right? Something like that? Party's not over. Let's see how much more we can jam in there. Okay, so I'm just going to put these away so that I don't lose them. And then we'll move on to the next 2 cards. And don't forget to fill out the door prize form. The link is in the Facebook group. Okay, which one should I do next? I don't know. Okay, I'll do, it doesn't matter. I'm going to do them both anyway, so I don't think it really matters which one I do first. Okay. let's do this one next. Okay, we're going to use this Delicate Dahlias. It is a stamp set that you can get free from Stampin' Up! With your minimum $120 order. What I really like about this stamp set is that, first of all, it's flowers, which I like, but it's got images and words. So to have both of them on one stamp set makes it extra valuable to me. That's probably why it's free with $120 instead of just $160, because you get a nice variety there. Oh, I should have brought samples. Okay, anyway, let's make today's card. I am going to get a drink of water. Do you like my water bottle? This was a gift from the recent backstage convention for demonstrators who were titled at Silver, Elite, and Above. So Stampin' Up! Loves to do special things too. Sorry, all this talking is making me very thirsty. This is when I wish we were actually live doing a party, because then some of you could be chatting away, not just me. Okay, but it's a great, anyway, great water bottle. Okay, so this is basic white thick, okay? And so we just cut it in half at 5 1/2, okay? And I scored it at 4 1/4. And then, of course, I had to do a little bit of pink, right? Sorry about that. I'm not going to apologize for liking pink. This is Blushing Bride, and I'm going to use this sort of outline flower. Okay. And I'm going to pop it on here. And I'm going to use the Blushing Bride ink, matchy matchy. And I'm just going to do a background. Okay, so another one of these, go random, go wild. Do what makes you happy. You will have to ink up in between each one. Okay. I don't know, this one's confusing me. Okay. Okay, so we've got our fun little background here. Okay, and then, oh, I should have done this ahead of time. Now you're all going to have to watch me fussy cut. But I'm going to take the large outline image. Where is it here? Here we go. And I'm going to put it on an E block. Okay, so a lot of times, like D is my most tried and true, that I use it all the time. But sometimes for those bigger stamps, you need a bigger block. The E block is helpful there. And I'm going to stamp it with the black Memento ink. I know, right, Katerina? I don't know why I apologized. I love pink. I just always think maybe not everybody loves pink as much as me. But then, you know, you are welcome to copy this card and do it in whatever color you would like. Okay, so now when you're stamping, you have to make sure that the surface underneath is not bumpy, otherwise you won't get the image you're looking for. Okay, so with the larger images, sometimes I have to do a little more pressing in the middle, and you have to make sure with the photopolymer stamps that you are have a very firm surface. Okay, and anyway, it's just paper, so if it doesn't turn out perfectly, you can always flip it over and try again. And it looks great the way it is, but I thought for some extra wow, I would trim it out. Of course, I would have loved it if there was a die, but I don't think, someone correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think there is a die. At first I thought it would be very hard to cut this out, but it's actually not as hard as I thought. It just takes a few little seconds, some few minutes to cut it out, so we can talk more about Saleabration while I'm trimming it out. Any of the cards that I've done so far, I can put them here so that you guys can be reminded what I stamped already. Any of the stamps or products on those cards that you haven't used yet or that you don't own yet. All these Saleabration items, I think so far It's pretty much all Saleabration items. Yeah, I'd love to hear if there's ones you don't have yet. Okay, the Stampin' Pierce mat underneath. Yes, sometimes with the photopolymer stamps, it does help to have the Stampin' Pierce mat underneath. I find that that's really helpful if you're stamping on like a craft table. You know those like folding 6-foot craft table type things? I think with those ones, I find it's really helpful to have the Stampin' Pierce mat underneath. It just gives a bit of firmness. And I find that that's more of an issue with the photopolymer stamps than with the rubber stamps for sure. It just must be the type of material it is. Okay, so all I'm doing when I'm fussy cutting is I'm using our own paper snips, the Stampin' Up! Paper snips. They're sharp, they're short, they're great for maneuvering in and out of these little curves. Okay, and then we're almost done cutting out our dahlia/dahlia. I do not know the right pronunciation. I am not a botanist, so I can't tell you. Okay, so we'll pop that out. Almost done. I think it would have been, I probably could have gone faster, but because I'm live on camera, I thought, you know what, if I rush it, I'm going to accidentally cut the whole flower in half by accident or something. Okay, see how I think it'll just give it a little extra pop to cut it out? It's funny, when you look at the back, it doesn't look attractive at all. But once you look at it all stamped, I think it looks great. Okay, so we have our, okay, and this, another Saleabration item. This is the beautifully penned designer series paper. You've seen me use it. I think you saw me use it last week with that sheep card. So a lot of it's gone now, but it gives you an idea of the different designs. There's another design that like has like polka dots on the back, but I think I'd use that one all up. Black and white is classic. You can't go wrong. Okay, so before I stick this piece on, of course, I want a little embellishment. So I decided to go with the gray granite ribbon. Let me see. Here we go. Okay, is this still, I think this is still in the catalog. Sometimes I get excited and I forget to clean up. Okay, so I'm just using a bit of this gray granite ribbon. Okay, and then I'm going to tape it at the back. I could be wrong. Someone tell me if I'm wrong, if it's not available anymore. In which case, if I'm sending you the make and takes, I'm not going to send you gray granite ribbon. Okay, because I won't be able to buy more of it. The moral of the story is make sure you check before you promise something. Okay, there we go. Okay, so I'm just putting that around there. I don't know which side I like better. Okay. And then I'm going to just take another smaller piece. I'm actually down to the end, which really makes me think this ribbon might not be available anymore. Why don't I have a second roll? Okay. Da-da-da. I'll have to look in the catalog and check. Okay, so let's stick that on. Don't worry, I'll still include ribbon in your kit if I can't get more of that ribbon. Okay, now we can stick this baby on. I think I will just stick it down flat. I hope this is what the card looked like. I get going and then I forget. Oh, it's still there. Thanks, Louise. I knew I could count on you. Okay. Okay. And then I'm going to put this here, but it looked kind of like a little plain like that. So I was like, oh, I need to add a little color, but I didn't want to color the whole thing because then I thought it would be too overpowering. So I used our blending brushes and I grabbed the Blushing Bride ink again. And I just added just a touch of color in the center of the flower. Okay, not a lot, but because the blending brushes give such a soft touch, see? It just gives a little hint of color, dresses it up a little bit. Okay, I think it just adds a little something. Okay, so we can keep going there. And as I said, one of the great things about this stamp, here, we'll put it up on dimensionals. One of the great things about this stamp set, which you get free with your $120 order is that it has words. So let's pick one of the words to also put on this. We could use the "Oh So Happy for You," "Heartfelt Sympathy." I don't know. Is pink a good sympathy color? It's nice too, kind of soft. Maybe I'll go with the "Thank You Kindly." Just say "Thank you kindly." Yep. And we'll put it on a little block here. I like to use the right size block if I can, instead of using one that's too big. Okay, so these stamps are so easy to use. You just peel and stick. Okay, and I'm going to use a tiny piece of the gray granite and back to our black ink, and I'm just going to stamp that. Crisp, clean, perfect. So what I'm going to do is, this stamp set has a coordinating die set, which I'm going to use. There's a little die in the potted succulent dies that I really like. It's like this cute little curly label. And I am going to cut it out with that, and that should help finish up our card. So if you haven't seen the cut and emboss machine before, maybe I'll put it here so that you can see it a little bit. It's actually like a press where you turn the wheel and it will cut. So this side has the blade. There's even some cute stitching on it, which is lovely. And we will put that through. Okay, you can't see me turning the handle, but there's basically rollers inside. I'm turning it. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. So many times there is perfection. With stamping, there is perfection. Because it's handmade, perfection can be whatever you want it to be. Okay, so, do we have our white card base? And we'll finish up our card. So if you do earn the card kit with your order today, I would pre-die cut that for you so you don't have to have that die set. Okay, I'll pre-die cut it for you. Okay, so that is it. Let's stick that on. Turn it this way. Dress it up with this little label. Okay, see how the gray granite cardstock matches with the gray granite shimmer ribbon? And I don't know if you can see it in the camera, but that ribbon does have a tiny bit of shimmer. So I want to kind of go along with that by adding my own little bit of shimmer using the Wink of Stella. So Wink of Stella is such a fun, glittery tool. It just adds just like a clear little wink of sparkle. I don't know if you can see it in the camera, but it's so satisfying. So I'm not putting tons on. I'm just like putting a tiny bit. I don't know if you can see it. There, sometimes if you move it, you can see that little bit of sparkle. Wink of Stella. Love it. Okay, there you go. And if we wanted to add another embellishment, though I think we're quite good with the ribbon, we could probably put like a little pearl just to add a little bit of something sweet there. Love the wink wink. Yeah, see, just a little wink. Just a little wink of glitter. Woo! Okay, so we've done 3 now, and my phone battery hasn't died, so I think we're doing okay. Do you like how I kind of went a little wild with the colors? Here, a little bit of crazy strip technique. Of course, a little bit of pink. And then let's move on to the 4th one. Oh, Debbie, I'm glad you think it's pretty. Okay, let's clean up. So hopefully this party's giving you a sense of like inspiration, all the different things you can do with the Saleabration sets. You might not have known, you might not have thought about it, but there's so many things you can do. So for those of you who already have the set, what are you waiting for? Start playing. For those of you who don't have it yet, what are you waiting for? Feel free to shop and get some of those party perks. This is our last card for the party. Okay. Oh, Shirley, I'm glad you like it. Yeah. So far we've got 3, right? In case you joined late, this was the first one I did, using the counting sheep stamp set and coordinating dies. This one, using the textures and frames stamp set. I think it works great as a background. Okay. And then this one, total change in theme and tone there, but soft and sweet with the dahlias. Okay, and let's do this last one. Oh, I wish I remembered the name of the person that inspired me on this card. I did change it up a tiny bit, but it was pretty much a close case. We call it case, copy and share everything. A lot of demonstrators love to show what they make, and it's kind of like a compliment when you kind of case it. So let me just make sure I've got the card here. I don't think it's scored. Is it scored? I don't think so. Oh, maybe it is. Okay, and let's just burnish that here. Okay, and then we need a layer. Perfect. So before I stick that layer on, oh, see, I'm so glad I inspired you. I'm happy to inspire you. That's why I do these weekly videos. Okay, so this one, we could leave it on there, but the stamp set that I'm using, where is it? This one I have sorely neglected during Saleabration. It was one of the first that I got because I thought this was such a pretty image, but then I didn't use it enough. So I'm like, I have to use it. So we're going to use this today. When I first got this set, I thought, okay, this is something that's perfect to add some watercoloring, do some coloring. But what held me back is because sometimes, now throw me a few likes if this is you, sometimes you're in a rush and you want to make a bunch of cards, but not necessarily spend hours on each one. So that's where I saw this idea on Pinterest, and I thought it was perfect for this card. We're going to make it almost like a monochromatic, so it's going to kind of be one color, the Night of Navy again. But I am going to dress it up a bit by using the Time Worn Type embossing folder. It's a new embossing folder from the mini catalog. I hope it's still available. Oh, there's been such, you know, I feel so sorry for Stampin' Up. They can't keep their warehouse stocked up the way they'd like, but there's still lots available. I'm not saying that the place is empty, but okay, so there we go. And then let's roll it through our cut and emboss machine. Okay. So when we're doing embossing, it's exactly the same machine as when we do the die cutting, but we take away the platforms. We only need platform 1, and then we need the kind of pad number 4. Okay, so that's all we need. We're just going to roll that through, and you're going to see that this gives the paper a really nice embossed effect. And because this image has a little bit of, like, it feels a little vintage, right? This feels like home feels a little vintage. So I felt like making the paper look a little old and worn and vintage was a great idea. Okay, and then, so I think we can go ahead and stick that on. You just got to make sure, I feel like this writing, yeah, there is kind of a top and a bottom, so just make sure it's not upside down when you're sticking it on. Okay. Okay, where did all my pieces go? Okay, so then we can go ahead and take the main image here, and this is where we're going to need our E block again. Having the right size block is so helpful. Okay, and we're going to use Night of Navy to coordinate with the cardstock. I could actually see myself making a bunch of these cards. Okay, so just with the larger stamps, you just have to make sure you're getting it all inked up, because it feels like it's just a tiny bit bigger than the actual ink pad. Okay, so, okay, so we'll stamp that right in the middle. Okay, and the rubber stamps do give really nice detail. Look at that. Look at that. Ah, so happy. Okay, so to give it that vintage look again, I wish I knew the person that I had gotten the inspiration from. We're going to do some tearing. Do you guys tear? It gives a bit of a vintage look. So the trick with tearing is that you tear towards you. Okay, so you tear towards you, so it gives you that kind of nice ragged edge here. And I'm just going to follow the image a little bit. It kind of has a little bit of an ovally look to me. There we go. Okay, so see how it kind of gives it that vintage look, and we're just going to pop it on top. Okay, we can do it flat, or we can add dimensionals. Maybe I'll do dimensionals. And if you wanted to, you could actually sponge a little bit of ink on it. But I think with the, there is some contrast there with our background, so I think we're okay. I'm just going to leave it as it is. I lost my dimensionals. Story of my life. Here we go. Okay. This is a bigger piece, so I put more dimensionals on so it doesn't look too floppy on there. Okay, see, you could pump off a whole bunch of these really easy. We don't have to worry about watercoloring, although if you look on Pinterest, there's tons of samples with pretty watercoloring or color added. It looks great too. And then we're going to just use the sentiment. Okay, and all of these sentiments are nice, but I'm going to use your friendship feels like home to me. This is so soft and sweet. Okay, so let's put that on a little block. I think this is B. Yeah. Block B. Okay, and then, oh, I'm glad Nan is inspired there. And I just need a little bit of, it's not in my envelope, so maybe I didn't cut it. We just need a little bit of the Night of Navy, and we'll do the sentiment. Okay, and so I'm going to do it just to give it a little bit of drama with the white embossing. So let me get my white embossing powder out. Yep. Okay, and then we'll ink it up. So Versamark is like a watermark ink, and it's sticky. Okay, I don't want to waste too much time, but see how it just gives that watermark look? And then we'll pour some embossing powder on. Hope this is white, yep. And so then the white powder is going to stick to the Versamark ink. I'm going to use this little, let me pour this back in. Okay, so that way if there's any extra, I think I mostly got it in, but I can just funnel it back in there. Okay, so this is the white powder that's stuck onto the Versamark ink, and now I'm going to heat it with my heat tool on the second setting. So let's do that. I don't know if you can see, but it's going really bright white and shiny. Okay, so once it's gone all kind of bright white and shiny, it means the powder is set. And then I'm going to grab our layering circles dies. Take one of these circles. There we go. And then we can cut it out with our die cutting machine. Those of you who have our old Stampin' Up! Punches, you would probably be able to punch it out. But since we don't have that anymore, we'll use the dies. But it gives a nice, clean, crisp circle. And that will finish up our card. No. So with the embossing powder, I'm pretty sure there's like white, there's gold. I think it comes in like basics and metallics. So I think the basics, there's like white. I think there's black. I can't remember. And then in the metallics, there's like gold, silver, copper, something like that. Don't quote me on the exact colors, but. Okay, so, but I think the white works really nicely on some of these dark cardstock colors. Okay. Let me just put this on here so I don't lose it. Okay, there we go. Okay, so we'll pop our dimensional on. I thought about adding embellishments, but I couldn't do it. I thought it just looked great the way it was. A little bit vintage, simple, monochromatic. Okay, oh, dimensional backing. Okay, so those are our 4 cards today. I hope you were inspired by our Facebook party. Where's card number 4? Hello. There I go, talking to myself again. Here it is. Okay, so it really gives you kind of a wide variety of seeing how these Saleabration items can be used. And I will happily, oh, you like the white, that's good. I will happily answer all your questions. So whether your question is about the starter kit, whether your question is about, how to stamp, whether your question is about hosting a party, because I customize parties. So whatever kind of project you want to make, I have done home decor frames, I've done advent calendars, I've done Christmas cards, Christmas tags, all different kinds of parties. I can totally customize for you and your friends, and then I'd be happy to give you host gifts as well. So whether your question's about hosting or shopping, I am happy to help. But also I wanted to do this so that I could inspire you with these different projects and with these different stamp sets. Such a variety. And oh, Cindy, thanks so much. I'm glad you guys like them. Such a variety. And I hope you feel inspired to stamp. And don't forget the party perks. Let me show them to you again. Are here. I will pin the post to the announcements of the Facebook group so that you can find the door prize form and you can be reminded of the different things. If you want to look at where my upcoming classes are, you can go here. Okay, basically, I just want to share stamping with you. I want you to enjoy it with me. And for you to enjoy it with me, you need a few of your supplies on your own or join my classes. So hope you're inspired. Let me flip the camera around and see if there's any questions. I hope I remember to tell you everything, but let me flip this around. That's why I wanted to do this party, because it's going to be over in 2 days, and some people might not even have known about these different stamp sets. So I wanted to show them to you, and get in touch with me. I'm happy to help. Oh, I'm glad you love them. Yeah, if I think of anything I forgot, I'm sure. I always forget stuff. Oh, I was going to show you samples of my upcoming classes to inspire you. So Sweet and Simple class, here's a little sneak peek of that. Sweet and Simple is my value priced class. 4 cards for $25, or you can get a double set for $35 for just only $10 more. Okay, so we're going to be using the Christmas season stamp set, but you can substitute whatever you want. I include the embellishments, the paper, envelopes, everything. I have a Christmas kind of stamp-a-stack where you get to make 10 cards. Here's a little sneak peek of one of them using the Memories and More kit. So you can sign up for that. Here's I think I have another little sample. And then my Ladies Retreat Day. That one's pretty popular. If you haven't tried the Ladies Retreat Day before, sign up now. I'm actually going to have an in-person component if you are in the GTA and you want to kind of create to your heart's content. Ladies Retreat Day, the actual idea is to work on your own things, your own unfinished projects. It's the perfect time to start working on your Christmas cards, all of that. But you get to do it within our little happy, crafty ladies retreat community. And I will send you inspiration. You actually get a box sent to you with goodie bags, with pillow gifts. They're like fun little gifts that I make for you. Pillow gifts, you get 4 make and takes. And if you're long distance, you can be on the Zoom room as much or as little as you want. The Zoom room will be open from 9:30 to 9 p.m. And if you want to join in person, we'll be at Cornerstone Church from 2 p.m. to 9 p.m. Space is limited, so please register early. And it's a great time to just craft and chat and be inspired. So here's one of the make and takes from the Ladies Retreat Day. So you can sign up for that. So yeah, okay. So I think that's it. If I think of anything else, I'll post it in the group. I will be reminding you of different things throughout the life of the party. The party ends on Thursday, but remember the double Saleabration rewards is an early bird special, and that will end by tomorrow at midnight. Let me know if you have any questions. Thank you so much for letting me share with you. Have a great afternoon. Bye.